What? King Ron in the building, y'all. Yes. Yes. King Ron, give him a round of applause, y'all. Make him feel welcome.
I need a chef for my first poem because I gotta make it sing. So, first poem I'm gonna do is called Slave. Usually when I do poems, I'm like real angry and aggressive and stuff. So I'm trying to show y'all I'm not one-dimensional. I can, I don't gotta scream at y'all to be good. You feel me? I'm really saying something. So here we go. Slave. It's kind of loud.
Respect the mic in the back. Respect the mic. Respect the mic. The king is speaking. Unless y'all ordering, go ahead.
Alright, here we go. It's called Slave. So they tried to drive her crazy because even at the beginning, she understood the conclusion. But her words didn't spark a revolution, so hopefully mine will. Because we've all been miseducated like the great Lauryn Hill. Now, some of the things I'm about to say may sound kind of ill, but honestly, if it's not controversial, then it probably ain't real. See, in our society, the truth is controversial because we've grown so accustomed to these lies that they've instilled. But as for me, in my mind, my brain has been sealed from taking in every single lie that society sells. So I don't want to get deep, but I want to get in this. Because I see so many of you ignorant of your own ignorance. Let's rewind to one of the stupidest debates known to man. Dark pigmentation versus the light skin. Now, I can't lie and say I know where this all began, but I do know it was promoted in a letter, Willie Lynch. The author of this letter, whoever it was one of the most creative people to ever take a breath because they managed to keep a whole race of people enslaved even after their death. See, back in the day when we were led by Martin, we were on missions. We were going around marching. But now, from Little India to Trayvon, it seems like the only mission we've accomplished is killing the Martins. Now, our progression is something that even the blind can see, but there's this one misconception that's holding you back. And that's this misconception that you're free. See, freedom isn't something you're born into. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Eliminating lawful slavery did not set you free. It just made freedom an option. And now they're telling me that education is going to step down and save the day, but I've seen so many people go to college to get a master's and come out with a new master named Sally Mae. That was pretty hot. And now they're telling me that education is going to step down and save the day, but I've seen so many people go to college to get a master's and come out with a new master named Sally Mae. Paranoia thinking about living in bondage got me feeling like I'm about to have a heart attack. Become a slave to Sally Mae, then become a slave to Uncle Sam just to pay my Auntie Sally back. And then I often think about the man who spent his rent money on them J's, praying to God that the landlord make a no-show because he become a slave to that Jumpman logo. Hiding our insecurities under designer clothes and gold chains, we become a slave to the brand names. And this slavery really applies to every single race. Please don't think you're free because you got a light face, because whether you red, black, or a white man, admit it, you all a slave to some sin. Media depriving me of my endurance. Trying to stay an individual, but if I'm honest, I'm becoming a slave to their influence. A young black man from where I'm from, they say I'm the type to make a woman a mother, but never make her my wife. I look at the news, they make it seem like the only thing I'm good for is taking people's life, and now I'm trying not to become a slave to the stereotypes. I don't want to be a slave. I crave power and dominion. I would chase after the God who gives freedom, but I don't know what they'll think of me, and to be honest, I'm becoming a slave to their opinions. But I'm tired of seeing my people enslaved, being held bondage by these chains. And these chains are a lot harder to break because they live in our brains. Slavery ain't extinct, it's just disguised. So I pray to God that you open your eyes and realize that true freedom lies in the mind of slavery.
take that, man, post that on YouTube, please. Tag Lighthouse.
So this next poem is one. It's like the angry person poem, the one that they talk about. It's called Uncle Sam. I wrote it a while ago, but it's real dear to my heart. So here you go. I was born in the U.S. of A. Now, some know this country as the birthplace of AIDS, but either way, I believe that my country is great. But sometimes I have questions like, why they say Jesus white with a little nose? Well, his book says he was more like brown. Nobody knows, just leave it to Uncle Sam to switch the truth around. But when you ask questions like this, they say you're mentally unbalanced. I'm getting too into my talent, but I've just been getting knowledge, reading books like phonics, but they want to label me crazy like I'm in need of some type of Narcotics Anonymous. And here's another question. If America's also equal, why so much harder because I'm black? Don't call me whack. I was just wondering why so many black men in prison. Is it our fault? Did we fall victim to an intentional system? I know at the end of the day, everybody sit back and make their own decisions, but sometimes I sit back and question Uncle Sam's intentions. I mean, sometimes it's hard just for me to get out the bed, though, because we trying to get on Schiller's list to get out the ghetto. Not saying it's the Holocaust, but the ghettos are everywhere, separating us from the wanted people with the blue eyes and blonde hair. Or I remember as a child, I would look at the wealthy and wonder what it was like up there. They say that the playing field is even, but look at the odds in this. Where's the God in this? Because it's easy to see the devil in. Sometimes I wonder if Uncle Sam hates melanin. And please, don't call me crazy, because I know I'm not the only one who's ever questioned him. Now I'm looking at what looks like a scam. I'm a black man in the European land. I want to be successful, so I write a plan, but how successful could I be in this system ran by Uncle Sam? I can be the next Obama, but both my parents are black, so my chances are even more slim. And I don't want to be Obama. Although I do like him, I'm more like the next Rakim or Eric B. Scratch that. I'm the first to meet a 2014 Public Enemy, because to my uncle, I'm a nemesis. Now, I can claim to be the genesis and say when it comes to the best, I'm at the beginning of the list, but I'd rather not get into this because turning me against you is what Uncle Sam intended. So I have no competition. My competition is non-existent like Vin Diesel's hair extensions. I'm from a city where we brag on catching bodies like we're cannibals. You throw me in the jungle and get mad at me when I act like an animal? We got a great history, but they don't want us to remember it. The land of free speech where you can say whatever you like, as long as Uncle Sam stays innocent. Yeah.
Give it up for Lil King Rob.